we have on July
Yay,
20th.
you got it. I was just gonna message you again.
Thank y'all so much for being so patient. Sorry, we were over in a session like, where is everybody? Well, hopefully Stacy will make it too. I'm so excited everybody wanted to do this. Sorry to interrupt. Y'all go on, carry on. Sounds like y'all were having a good conversation.
No, she was just saying that the e-portfolio, because also in 5302 we have that on July 24th, but I guess you guys are already ahead of us.
Yes, Lola, myself, Ms. Cortez, a few of us, Stacy, we've completed 05. So if you guys want to set up a session for 05, you know, if you want some like mentorship, people who've survived it, we could totally do that too. Has anybody started on their growth mindset plan? Does anybody know kind of what direction they're going or looked at any of the examples?
I've looked at a few examples. I've seen some have did videos, and then I've seen some have did PowerPoints. You know, like not power, PowerPoints. You know, or Google Slides. And so I'm trying to decide. I think I do well with Google Slides. I'm not necessarily. I don't like my tone of my voice for videos. So that's why.
Right. Yeah, don't we all hate hearing ourselves? So just the creative aspect. Anybody have content questions? Do you know kind of where you're headed content wise?
I have a question for Lola real quick. I saw that there was one website that they posted that had like an example of the growth mindset. Is there anywhere else that you found anything, or am I just not finding it right?
So what I did, I actually went to a list of, let's see, hold on one second.
I think Don shared it with us the other day in the group meet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really helped the examples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did have some examples.
Was there a different examples that? Oh, sorry, I put the. Is there two different examples, or is it the one that Dr. H posted? The one that what's her name? The Miss Barbara, or she sent us Dr. H's list of examples. Was there another list of examples?
No, the one for Dr. H is the same list that I was looking at.
And on the program map, if you go to Dr. H's e-portfolio, the program map has examples for each course number. So, you know, he has that final collaboration of 5320. That's the capstone examples. So you can kind of dig and oftentimes find the different projects. But even if you look at the program map page by course, he has examples. So you can kind of harvest different examples from different places.
But now I'm kind of nervous about using those examples because in our class the other day, he stated, don't look at the examples. You know,
which examples?
I think
he said like for the influencer strategy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Maybe he doesn't want it to influence the way you structure yours.
So is that for 5304 organizational strategies?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think for 5305, remember the whole class, he kept pointing us to the examples. He's like, go see what other students did. Just use it as, inspiration.
As a guidance.
Else. Yeah. And I'll see if I can throw up a link to the one that's by the program map. Are most of you in 04 or 05? First course or later in the program?
05.
05.
Okay.
I'm in 02 and 05, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good deal. I didn't know if many people were in Stacy and Lola's cohort. They're a little further ahead, and Miss Cortez, they're a little further ahead than we are. So I can look back with you. I can't look forward. I haven't been there yet. So I'll throw a link in the chat too on the by course. It's the program map and it'll have examples for each course by course.
Dawn, are you in 5305 too, or you're done with it?
I've done 05 and 03. I'm only in 02. So I'm taking the non-accelerated path where I only take one class each session. So I do 2 classes in the spring, 1 class in the summer, and 2 classes in the fall. So I'm only doing 1 course at a time.
Dang, I didn't know that was an option.
Yes, you can opt out at
I
any
should have read
point.
more.
Yes. Summer is not great because if you're using financial aid and loans, you really need 2 classes in order to qualify for loans. But in the spring and fall, there's 2 sessions. So you can still meet the hour requirement for loans and stuff like that, taking 1 at a time in spring and fall. Summer is really the only time you'd have to double up.
Okay.
But yeah, the only thing that they told me is when you're into the accelerated option, you really have to take 2 classes every 8 weeks. So that's kind of like,
Have you had Dr. H yet though? Dr. H strongly believes that students should opt out if they have any form of a life outside of school. And most of us do, right? So yeah, you can complete in 2 years instead of 1. So it's really just how quickly do you want your degree? You know, do you have a job on the line that requires that master's? Yeah.
Can you change your
You can change it from
accelerated?
Yep. From 1 semester to the next. You can switch back and forth. It just depends on the course rotation and if the classes that you need are being offered. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you for that's a good idea. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
We thought I got stuck like 2 classes.
Yeah, no, trust me. It's better to opt out than to go crazy. Go ahead, Stacy. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna talk about my craziness. I'm teaching summer school, have 3 kids and doing the 2 classes. I'm like, the first week I was about to die. I've gotten a little more used to it, but
you find that balance, right?
Yeah.
Is everybody that's in here tonight also in the group me? If not, I'll share a link that I shared over there. So yeah.
No, I am not in the group me.
Okay.
In the main one.
What was the doodle thing? I didn't understand the doodle.
That was just me taking a vote. I didn't know until somebody messaged me that you could do a poll through GroupMe. So I just went to Doodle. It's what we use for like office meetings and stuff sometimes. And I was just trying to get a consensus on what day and time would work best for everybody. So I did do
that. I don't know why.
Yeah, no worries. I can get you added.
Didn't make a connection that was what that was.
No worries. I posted something that I just threw together for myself. So I've kind of gone through all the different guides and assignments and anything pertaining to the growth mindset plan and sort of wrote a little blog, honestly, just for myself, trying to get, okay, what are the 4 steps? What are what are we doing here? So I just shared a link to my blog, was just working out all those questions. And I figured that might serve as a good outline for us tonight, just to make sure that, we use the time as best we can for growth mindset and make sure that, if anybody has questions, not that any of us necessarily have the answer, but 14 brains are better than 1. So we can kind of work it out in a discussion as needed. So,
yeah.
So hold on. Because Lola said that you created a slide, right, for your growth mindset.
I've not done a growth mindset plan. I'm in this class with you guys. I'm doing this with you now. I don't know either.
Me too.
Yeah, we don't know. This is our first time through.
Yeah, I saw some examples where they did a video or a slide, for the growth mindset, but I haven't created yet. I'm trying to decide between the 2.
And kind of what
are you guys?
Yeah, go ahead, Stacey.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if are you guys gonna do like a child growth, like for elementary school or adult growth mindsets?
So I'm doing middle school.
Middle school adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an elementary teacher, former elementary teacher. So I was kind of hoping to gear mine towards that age group.
Sure.
Yeah, mine would be elementary as well.
How about you,
And
Anna?
so what I did, and this is just an idea I'm throwing out there I did like a blog post on growth mindset. And I thought back to about, when was the growth mindset first introduced? A lot of times we say, okay, it's something new, but it's not. When I thought about it, I thought about the idea when I was in elementary, how they would read the story, the little train that could and changing that mindset of a child from I can't to I think I can.
Oh, I love
And
that.
so I use that as a blog and say, okay, now I am. So I did a post on my page of my portfolio talking about I think I'll change my mind. And so going from that fixed mindset to that growth mindset, but I used the story of the little train that could. And I was going to have that like some type of illustration for
Oh,
my middle
that's
school
great.
kids, you know, or,
That's so
you know,
great.
sometimes, and there are all kind of little books that way that geared towards changing that student's mindset. And we didn't realize it was a growth mindset path, but it
Yeah.
is.
Well, and you mentioned being
Yeah,
really
good
strong with
grasp.
Google Slides. So you could almost make like the train cars be each of the slides for whatever your growth mindset plan is going to be. So you could totally use that as your theme, and you've got your creative component. You've already kind of got an outline and a structure going. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'm kind of twisted about is the idea that that's more like you say elementary based versus middle school. Middle school is kind of like
Well, don't make them toy
that too
trains.
babyish. Is that too?
They love stuff like that.
They
though,
do.
don't
They do. They
Yeah.
still do like stuff like that too, though.
Yeah.
What I did today, just kind of preparing for this evening and making sure that I had some idea, I took that example page, and I'm old school, so I just take notes. But like this one is inspiration from so-and-so's portfolio. And so I kind of looked at how they were structuring the growth mindset plan that they put together. What content were they covering? Just trying to get a general idea of what the heck are we doing in this assignment? And then, you know, like you said, you saw some people who did Google Slides, you did some people who did a YouTube video, you see some people that it's just a website, you know, so you can really see the variety. And I like to kind of use that as inspiration, pick and choose the parts that work for me, and the parts that don't, then I won't incorporate those. So I guess the nice thing.
You're talking about.
Go ahead.
You were able to view other people's growth mindset plans?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So in
is it on there?
Yeah, the link that I shared from Dr. Harapnik's portfolio, the 5320 examples, that's the capstone course. So these are students that survived the whole program, and this is their final project. Some of them have evolved beyond the program. Yeah. So they're now using it professionally, and maybe they've kind of taken some of the program stuff off. So not all the examples are great. I just went through, and if they had an ADL section or a project section, I went to see, okay, did they have 5302 listed somewhere? Did they have growth mindset plan listed somewhere? Some of them were just a link, like in a blog post. You know, I was asked to create a growth mindset plan, and that was a link to their growth mindset plan. So I really just went Easter egg hunting, you know, looking for those little nuggets, because isn't that what they're asking us to do, is like take ownership and figure it out by whatever means necessary.
Yeah, because I remember Dr. Sue said it's like it doesn't matter. It's your own. It's either you focus on your own growth mindset, or you focus on the growth mindset of whatever work you're doing right now.
Yep. And in Dr. H's assignment, he says that if we do it right, it should be applicable to both, because by working through our own growth mindsets, we're able to incorporate that with our organization or with our students. So in the assignment instructions, it actually kind of covers, they should be almost seamless.
Okay, so for the growth mindset, when we create it, do we need to put references for that?
All the ones I saw had
references. For everything.
Yep.
Yeah, for everything you need references. You need to cite APA style 7. Yeah. Make sure, because he does take off points. And Dr. H is really good. Like if you mess up on something that's graded, send it back to him, and like with your corrections, and he can fix your grade. He's really good about that. Like to be honest, like we had him for 2 classes, and he was good about that. Like,
okay. So even for our innovation proposal, we also need to put references.
Yes.
For the letter.
Oh, the letter, no, the letter didn't have references, but your actual page, like there's going to be examples. Like if you look at people's innovation, like if you go to Lola's or mine or Letty's or Don's, like it it has everything there.
Okay.
I have a question.
Oh, thank you.
So I started
you.
my portfolio and I did one reference page for like the whole portfolio, but there's like all the discussions that I've done so far, I've put on the portfolio. But I
You
didn't
should
I
have
mean, I-
like a blog page. You have to have a blog page for your discussions.
yeah, it's all there, but I only have one reference page and they're all linked to it. Like at the end of the
So-
blog post, there's a reference link. And then is that okay, you think?
That will
I haven't-
serve you
I haven't even-
whenever you do your annotated bibliography, which is one of the last things you'll do for 5305. That and other books and other sources that maybe you didn't even use for the course. But I think APA style is you reference it where you've cited it. So it really should be in each individual blog post because you're giving credit to that author, each project. So somebody messaged me and asked if they were supposed to have citations in their innovation letter. And I think it really just is, are you quoting? Are you saying blended learning is, and this is what they said, then you've got to quote it and you've got to have references. If you're summarizing it and not plagiarizing, it may not be applicable. Does that make sense as far as citing in your letter?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody have plans on how they're going to incorporate those 4 steps?
I was thinking about using Canva. I saw an e-portfolio where they had the Canva, and it kind of looks like the Google Slides, or like whenever you embed the slides into the website, and it's also interactive. But I haven't played with it much, so that's something that I'm gonna be doing this weekend.
Okay.
It's really neat. Like, if you ever use Canva to do presentations, it's a lot better than Google.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Google Slides.
Mhm.
So when you're referring to the 4 steps, are you referring to the one that says learn how to hear your fixed mindset voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, because I'm actually looking at a growth mindset plan now.
Do you want to link it in the chat? We can all look at it together.
Sure. Sure.
Might be helpful. I don't know.
Or you can share your screen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
John, you want to enable it where it says participants?
Yes, I did it in the other
Okay, I'm on
session. Sorry. Here you go. I think, did I do it right? I think it's on now.
Okay.
It says multiple
I
participants.
put in the chat also. Hope that link opens up, but this is
Stacy, if you can
Did it
talk
open
me
up?
through. It says advanced sharing, but it won't let me click on all participants. Let me keep.
It's open.
It's working.
Okay.
It opened up though.
The link opened up, and you want to try to go where it says
so this was one of the
Oh, I'm sharing.
There we go. That'll work.
Oh.
Perfect.
So this is the one Lola shared.
I really like this one too. This is the one that has like a PDF that you can download of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, how did they do this?
I know.
Does anybody know what software they use to make this kind of full color pamphlet looking?
Soon maybe you can use like something like Canva to make this.
What do you
I
think,
don't know if it's
Stacy?
I think so. Probably. Wait for it. There's 2 Stacy's. Sorry. It looks like Canva, but I've never seen. Hold on. Let me. What am I?
So this is like a whole page on the e-portfolio. Where's the PDF?
So this is the PDF.
That's
Right.
the PDF.
Oh,
She has
Yeah.
it like embedded on her website, but she also has it where you can go and like download the PDF. And I don't remember whose it is, but I wrote it down
Can
today
we-
too.
Her name is Brooks. Brooks Joseph.
Because it's up here.
Can we see her portfolio?
Yeah, I'll share it in 1 second.
Please, thank you.
You're awesome. So now we need a session on how to use Canva. Patrick,
Well, if you ever want a session, like if you ever want a session,
She used Wix.
Yeah, I went to her website and I changed my whole theme because I thought my theme was too boring. So I was like, after I saw hers, I was like,
oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, that's a PDF. So it's on. She probably used Canva and then she attached it as a PDF there, because there's like a little app that there's like a little app that you download with Wix, and you can add the PDFs and the.
Oh, you know what? It's actually a picto chart.
Oh, where'd you find that?
Because I went, if you go to the website, okay, on the side, let me show you. I'm gonna share for a minute if I can. This is what she used. And forgive me for my 99 tabs. I just have a problem. I do.
I'm right there with you all day, every day.
So okay. You said
so this is else? So I went to her page right here. This gave me a link to picto chart. This is probably what she used to create this.
I'm gonna stop sharing so you can share, Lola.
Oh, I'm not sharing. I thought I was.
Huh?
I'm not sharing.
No, I am.
No.
Oh, I'm just talking.
Okay, I will stop sharing. There you go.
Okay, so yeah, here on her.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
So here on her website, can y'all see this little icon?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where it is. Picto chart, what she used.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
Okay, so. Well, we're all learning something different today.
See, it's working. I just got a notice that we have 10 minutes left because I only have the pay version, but Stacy set us up with a kind of backup session that we could jump over to if we ran out of time.
If not, try to give me host rights.
Okay.
And let's
maybe
see if it'll let. Yes.
Okay. You may have to talk me through how to do it.
I believe you go to.
I'm trying to click on all your tabs up there. I was like, why? How?
I'm sorry.
No. I thought it was my computer. I'm like, where did all that come from?
Make host. Got you. I just said
even my admin is like, you need to close that out.
Okay, so let me see if it'll.
Oh, we have two Stacys. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I don't know.
And then with a P,
like, what did
I was like, oh, you can call me Miss P if it works, but then.
Then we got two P. Yeah. Yeah, I found this one. Is this the one that y'all were looking at just now from her teaching in color?
Yeah.
Okay. My computer froze and I was trying to get on with my phone and I can't seem to make it work. So.
Well, at least your Zoom's still working.
Yeah.
I made Stacy host the IE Stacy, so hopefully that'll keep us in. If not, I just shared a link in the chat. So if we all get booted out, we can go join the session that she kind of made as a backup for us. And don't forget, you can click on the little ellipses next to the chat and save the chat, because I know we're throwing links and stuff in there like crazy and it's like, slow down.
Another one I saw. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, hey, I don't know if anybody cares, but when we're looking at the growth mindset plans, there is an amazing Google add-on called Weeva. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I am absolutely in love with it. You can highlight on any website that you're on and it automatically like logs all the information for the website and like puts your highlights in a little section for that website. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. It's been amazing.
Can you put the name of the app on the chat?
It's
Thank you, Stacy. That's super awesome. Sorry, I don't know who was talking. Oh, Weeva.
Let me see if I can find the link for the add-on. but oh, it's not letting me do it.
I had a really good one as well. I can't find it now.
I don't have
Can you
anything
try
in it right now, or I'd
searching?
show you.
Could
You
you
can
search,
only
Lola?
have so many folders in the free account. So I kind of like, after I make all my notes, and then, so like for one reading assignment, I guess, like say she puts like 6 articles, I'll put them all, I'll do all of the articles, and then I'll go and I'll download all my highlights, and then I'll delete all of them from Weeba so that I can continue to use the free side.
Oh, I have a question regarding the reading. So when it says week 3 to 7, does it mean we can put the discussion within that week, or we have to do it every week?
I've been doing that week because I don't want to get behind.
Okay. But it's not graded, right? The discussion board.
So
Is it graded?
you'll get there. You have to do contributions to your learning and the learning of your community. So it is one of the assessment pieces for the different point ranges. And so if you look at that assignment, it's embedded in one of the modules. And yeah, kind of, because you're supposed to rank yourself based on whether you posted in a timely manner so that your classmates
Okay.
did have time to comment. We had a classmate last semester who went and made all his discussion posts like the last day of the semester at midnight. Well, there was no discussion.
gosh.
How in the world would
Oh,
we have
no,
even
yeah.
seen his post? So yes and no. I mean, it's all contributing to your learning, and it's as much or as little as you want to get out of the program. I think the way that I interpreted it with Dr. H was that sort of each section. So the week 7 is really that final assignment, the very last thing in that module post. It's not like you have from the beginning to the end to make that first discussion post. So I don't know. I guess it's open to interpretation.
Yeah, I'm doing it every week, but I'm kind of like because I was confused because some says week 3 to 7. So I'm like, do I have to do it from week 3 to 7, or I have to finish it this week? Week 3, you know?
I try to front load the
Big like
discussions as much as I can at the beginning, because by the end, you're really working on the projects and the final products.
Yeah,
That's just my
I
approach.
saw that you already did the discussions.
Yeah, she did the COVA. You're always yeah, I saw
just
it.
posted mine today, and I saw Patrick did his, and Dawn.
Yeah.
The hardest
So
part for
really.
me is remembering to go back and comment on everybody else's, or comment on a few, or whatever the expectation is. So that's
And
the
now,
hardest
like,
part for
What is
me.
the expectation? What is the, I mean,
on the side on the discussions, it has like your name, and it has whether or not you've put your discussion, and then next to it, it says reply. And with the reply, I thought it was however many people were replying to you, but it's not. It's how many replies you've done to other people.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that either.
In the old
I figured that out.
Blackboard, I learned how to subscribe. And so I was able to get an email notification every time someone went and posted, and that let me keep up. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a blog post about that. Go through my blogs, because I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. But in the new one, I haven't figured out how to subscribe. So I'm like, crap, now I figured out this really cool feature, and now I can't do it.
So these are the 4 steps. So that's what I was confused about. Like, what is my growth mindset plan? Like, I was lost, what they were actually looking for. So now I'm seeing the pattern is most of the growth mindset plans that I'm seeing, they have the steps listed, but then they go through some ways. This is another one. This is on that list. This is Miss Cliff Notes is on that list. And this is hers. This is her, how she presented it. So basically, we're just having those 4 steps on there and presenting them whatever way, creative way we can present them, and making sure it ties into what we're doing.
I don't know the girl who did the color. Am I still on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Okay. There's too much. I don't know on this. I feel like. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but
Yeah, it looks kind of
like
busy.
there's too.
Okay, I
too
don't
much
want to be
color.
rude. I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you there because once it's going to hit that less than a minute. So if you all want to switch to the other Google Meet link that's in the chat, because I tried to Google Meet, the Zoom meeting. Sorry.
Okay. Where is it at? It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. If y'all want to move to that, because this one's
it's gonna boot us all out. We have less than a minute, and it's gonna boot us
All
all out.
right, we're switching.
I'm gonna put it in the group me chat too. So see y'all there.
Okay.